Dear sir, you can start the session now. Speaker will join within 2 minutes. Having some technical issue in the speaker side, so kindly please wait for 2 minutes.
Hello everyone, good morning. Am I audible? Second raised. Hello, everyone. If you can hear my voice, can you please raise your hand using the uh, annotations here, or please leave your messages in the chat panel that you can hear my voice. If you can hear my voice and you can see the screen, can you please leave a message stating that both voice and screen are clear? Q&A ல வருதோ? Please proceed. Okay, Guru Satyan is sent. Clear இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிருக்காரு. All right, I got the confirmation from the participants that the screen and my voice both are very clear. Okay, let's start the session. Yes, once again, hi to everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Welcome to the session, Career Development Program. Under this, we are going to start with group discussion, do's and don'ts. Right. So, first and foremost thing, I would like to thank Ms. Jenny for giving the wonderful introduction about IFERP and then about myself. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. So, welcome to this. IFERP is one of the great initiatives. I can say that one of the initiation is that is Career Development Program (CDP). Under this, today we are going to see about what is group discussion, what are the do's and don'ts, and what are the ways we can approach the GD. How can you become a very successful person while attending the group discussion? And when somewhere around 12 to 15 members are attending a GD means, how you become a successful person, how you are going to be picked up. Out of 12 people or 15 people, you should be selected. For that, what are all the approaches, techniques we have to do? That's what we are going to discuss in this next 1 hour of training program. All right, so this training program, I request everyone, it's not that I'm going to keep speaking. I would like to get the replies from your side. In case if your chat panel is not working, next to the chat panel there is a option called the Q&A, question and answer. In that you can use that, right? So thank you very much, Kavitanjali, for your wishes, and Guru Satyan, thank you very much. Once again, the people who joined just now, good morning and have a wonderful day today. All right. Okay, Let me ask a question to you. According to you, what is the difference between group and a team? Both are same or different? If different, what way it is different? Can you please leave your messages in the chat panel or Q&A panel? Request yeah, eagerly expecting your answers. According to you, what is between group and the team? Okay, there is an answer from Yuvraj stating the team have similar perspective of thinking and group have different options of all. That's a fantastic attempt, Yuvraj. Great start. Let me read the answers from other Suraj, Saurashya. So in group, there is no required for a specific task, but in the team we target a specific task. That's fantastic, Suraj. Great answer. So I'm just reading all the answers here. Okay, one more quick check. I hope my voice is clear. In Q&A panel, I request the participants just to give me a confirmation. Uh, is my voice clear now? Yeah, how about now? Is it okay? I just increase the volume. Uh, is my voice clear? All right, thank you very much, Yoshua, for the confirmation, Guru and Yuva as well. All right, so back to my question and what comes to your mind when I ask a question, the difference between group and a team, and good amount of participations is happening, and people are sending messages, DM me and as well as in the group. Thank you very much for your wonderful participation and the answers. The cumulative answer says that team means specific goals will be there, and group, they have a different perspective will be there. That's fantastic attempt. So let's see that what is that actual difference. Obviously, group and team both are different, are not same. Here we go, and I hope you can see the screen, right? My next question to you is that Indian cricket team, right? That's what we used to call. And why not Indian cricket group? And then we also call it as group discussion. And why not team discussion? Again, expecting your answers for this. A great participation from happening from the ends of Guru Satyan, Kavitanjali, Yuvraj, Suraj, and we have Yoshua, All right. So I repeat my question. Why do we call Indian cricket team? Why not Indian cricket group? And why we are using the term group discussion and why not team discussion? Yes. Waiting for your reply. Yuvraj, Joshua, Guru. All right. So okay. Yuva says that team has same goal and the group has very different choice from one another, and that's the reason Indian cricket team and as well as group discussion. That's fantastic. Great. Okay, we have Karthik, and Karthik says that they work for a common goal. So that's what that is why Indian cricket team and in group discussion, people will give their own opinions, different opinions. Excellent, excellent. Right. So that is actually the right answer, Karthik. I really appreciate your answer. We used to call Indian cricket team because everyone in the team members are, aiming to become the winner. So even the bowler or the batsman, all rounder, middle or the openers, everyone's wicket keepers, everyone their aim is that my team has to win. So that is a common goal. And during the group discussion, what happens is that people used to express their own views, and obviously all their views are not same, right? And that is the difference between group versus a team, right? And now you will understand that why it is a group discussion. In a group, there will be a topic given to you all, and each and everyone can express your own thinking, feeling, emotions, points, facts, evidence, and whatever it may be. And that's the reason this is called group discussion. All right, now let me ask you a question. What comes to your mind about the group discussion? Is group discussion happening only for the students, or it's happening even in the corporate segment as well, or it is happening for a job perspective? Your views, please. So I repeat my question: Is group discussion is happening only for the students, or it's happening even at the corporate level, or for any exams, admissions, or job perspective, or people when they are in a transition after completing the UG, when they are getting into PG, are they attending any group discussion? I'm just asking you just to understand your views. Okay, and Yuvraj says that yes, it happens in every sector. Good, Yuvraj, for your continuous participation. Fantastic. Let me also, look at the answers from others. I can also see Niveda is also there. And, grateful if everyone can participate. This. Okay, I'm just waiting for your reply. I'll give you 30 seconds time. All right, Guru says that both college and corporate group discussions are happening. Fantastic. Great. Okay, what about Miss Kavitanjali? Your views, please. Okay, so Gautam says that it's majorly happening for the students' end, and few happens for selection, admissions, recruitment purpose. Fantastic, fantastic, Gautam. All right, so the answer is group discussion is happening in all the sectors. Group discussion, if you really ask me whether the group discussion is for selection purpose or for the elimination purpose, actually it is for mass elimination. Group discussion widely used. Now assume that 1,000 people are studying in a college, and as a corporate person, if someone comes to your college, let's say Apple or Google or Samsung or TCS or Wipro, any company who steps in, and when they want only 10 people out of 1,000 people, it is very difficult and time consuming for the people to sit with each and everyone to conduct interview, right? Obviously money, time, everything will be involved. So just to have a mass elimination, people are using this technique called the group discussion, but the purpose is selection. But usually if you look into that, mass kind of elimination happens. So I will tell my own experience. So in my previous experience, I used to go to the colleges for campus recruitment, where close to 1,000 to 1,500 people will be there. So we need to take only 20 people, and we will be having only 2 days time. For that, what we will do is that we just collect the resume first. Based on the resume itself, first round of screening will be there. If the resume is not in a professional way, we just eliminate it, and then we select it and we move on to the next round, is called group discussion. And during the group discussion, we usually have 12 to 15 people, 6 people this side and 6 people, or 7 or even 8 people. And in one particular time, out of 60, we select 2 or 3 people, and look at that. If you see that out of 16, if you select only 2 or 3 people, almost 13 people are getting eliminated. Now this happens within a time period of 15 to 20 minutes, right? So this is how group discussion happens in the recruitment and the campus interview, all those things. So the point what we discussed is group discussion happens not only for the students, it even happens to the corporate levels, companies, organization, where if they want to come to a particular solution or whatever the challenges they have, they separate two groups and then they give one topic, current challenges. They ask the employees to interact. They give good amount of knowledge sharing happens, and points will be noted down. Finally, what will be good for the organization, they will decide. This is happening in the organization perspective. And for students perspective, when you are entering into any corporate segment, selection purpose, they will take through group discussion. And even when you move from UG to PG, some of the institutions, universities, they are conducting group discussion for you to give the admission. So admission purposes, job purposes, or even promotion purposes, this group discussions are happening. So what is that actually group discussion mean? So GD, group discussion short form, is an indicator of the confidence of a person, and as well as his ability to work in a group. That is very, very important. How confident you are will be assessed during the group discussion, right? And obviously, when you are seeing in the pictures, students are asked to sit in a semicircle way. Two groups will be there. right? And opposite facing each other, and the topic will be given. And after a minute, the facilitator or the moderator or the judge or the person from HR department or the person representative from the company or the key person who is conducting the group discussion, he will say that, come on, start, your time starts now. They will also say that time period, and then the group is asked to proceed. And if you look into that, the last point, if you see, usually 10 to 20 minutes will be there. That is the duration of every group discussion. Now, sometimes if the group discussion going in a very good pace and good amount of points are coming, means the moderator will extend up to 30 to 40 minutes. It happens. So it's not a fixed time, exactly 10th minute, 25th minute. The range is from 10 minutes to 25 minutes, right? And usually people, we will involve is only 12 to 16 people or not more than that. Now what happens, more than 16 people in a group discussion, it happens, you can't judge within that 10 to 20 minutes. So the ideal way is that the 12 to 16 people will be there in the GD. All right, so GD is a comprehensive technique to judge the suitability of an individual. Now, what is this comprehensive technique? Comprehensive technique is a standard and as well as is a procedural technique to judge whether this candidate is suitable or not. Usually, the appropriateness will be checked for admission, scholarship, job, and all those things. And GD assess the overall personality. Having said that, the confidence is the first thing, but apart from the confidence, all other things also being tested. What is the thought of the candidate? What about the feelings and behavior aspects of an individual? Right? And once the topic has been given, and from there the time started, and the group has to start. That I can see that people are raising their hand. Just a second, and Ravindra Singh and Omoji Irika. So would you like to say something? Can you please leave your message in chat panel or Q&A panel so that I can answer your queries? All right, so please feel free to use the chat panel or the Q&A panel. For all the participants, I'm saying, so in case if you have any doubts, then and there you can raise your hand or leave your question. We will discuss and then we will move on to the next slide. So I'll wait for 10 seconds. Anyone having any doubts or would you like to share some points? You are welcome to leave your message. Would be very happy to read your messages, solve your problem, queries. All right, so not received anything. So I think it's going in a good pace. So let me continue. So Ravindra Singh and Omoji Irika, do let me know what purpose you have raised your hand. All right. Okay. Yes, here we go. Happy to. All right. Thank you, Emoji. Thank you very much. And yes, my next question to you is that what are the importance of GD? So when you attend the GD or when you practice yourself, what importance, key things will get developed? So I just reframe my question. So probably some of you may not understand importance of GD. So the purpose of the GD is obviously they need to select creamy layer people, right, according to their need, who will be fit for the job or admission, who will be the right candidate. Point number one. And what is the importance of GD? So what are the core things Okay, that's fantastic, Niveda. Niveda says that thinking ability, that's actually critical reasoning. Wonderful answer, Niveda. I really appreciate that. Yes, anyone would like to hear from you are Josh? Yes, different opinions, knowledge sharing, way of expression, confidence. That's from Yuvraj. Fantastic. Great points, Yuvraj. Obviously, we can collect all the answers, thinking ability and different opinions, knowledge sharing, way of expressing, and confidence. Excellent. Okay, Guru says that initiation among the group will play a vital role. Marvelous, impressive answer, Guru. Initiation. I like the word initiation. Very very important thing during the group discussion. That's actually, as you rightly said, it's playing a vital role, Guru. Thank you. Let me also read out the answer from others. All right, thank you very much. So let me just add value to what you people said. Importance of GD improves the thinking. As big round of applause to one of the participants. Niveda said the same word, thinking ability, and also listening is very very important. And the same way, speaking skills is also important. Now look at that, when someone is speaking, if you listen to them, the person who is speaking opposite will be impressed. Point number one. Now, when you listen and you get good amount of points, and then it will enhance you to speak extremely well. Now, during listening, back of the mind thinking process will happen based on the what you listen, the thinking process, and then you speak out from your mouth. Now, look at that. It's like a that's what comprehensive technique. You listen, think, and then speak. These are the three things are playing a vital role during the GD importance. And you are Niveda and Guru, fantastic answers. Whatever you said as that's what I know. I'm also saying the same thing. All right. So what we discussed is also a skill, and what are all the other skills being assessed during the GD? Now, just take some 30 seconds, think about it. Now, previous slide, what we have seen, I'm just saying. So whatever I'm speaking, you are listening now. Now, while listening, you just think and then give your answers through in the chat panel or Q&A. What are all the skills? You can talk about many skills. So let me start from my end. I will say that communication skills. Communication skills is being assessed during the GD. So I just want to check how Yuvraj's communication skill. For that, the group discussion is playing a vital role. I just want to know that how conversative Niveda is. So for that, I will assess these are the skills. So from my side, I just gave one answer, that is communication skills. What else? So I just give you 30 seconds time for each and every one. Can you please quickly leave your answers here? Fantastic. Niveda says that leadership qualities. That's fantastic. Yoshua says that enhance critical thinking. Very good. And Suresh Shaurashya saying that soft skills. I like the word soft skills, Suresh. Fantastic. And Guru says that time management, critical thinking, problem solving, listening. Wow, fantastic. And yes, once again, Niveda says that body language. That's amazing. Now look at that. When you yes, we have Vijay, Vijay Shubha, and decision making ability. That's a wonderful answer, Vijay Shubha. What else? What else? Beautiful answers. Now look at that. I'm quite impressive participants and all the people. Time management is obviously. Now look at that skills. I once again read all those things right from the start. Critical thinking, time management, problem solving, listening, decision making, time management, Joshua, that's fantastic. Team working. How well you work in a team. That's very important. Now, people are taking you, for example, I'm talking the perspective of corporate segment. They need you to work with their team. Now, how well you are working with the team. That's very, very important. Now, right from schooling or up to the college, probably, some people may be introvert or extrovert. Now, nothing is superior or inferior. Introvert or extrovert is just a personality trait. What is matter is the productivity is matters a lot. Now, you can't say that introvert, you need to develop your extrovert skills, or go to the extroverts and says that you need to develop introvert. No, gone are those days. If you look into 1980s, before 1980s, people used to say that, are you an introvert? Then you need to speak up, gel with the people. No, now at the end, result speaks a lot, because some people, they need a peaceful environment. They need to sit alone, and then they will give an excellent output, right? So forget about this introvert, extrovert. That's different. Now, that is a totally different thing. Ability to work with the team, that is a different one, right? All right. So we have another answer from Yuvraj. Communication is the key of interaction. Very good. Very good, Yuvraj. Guru says that verbal depth in communication. Probably, Guru, I guess that you are talking about pronunciation and vocabulary, right? Verbal depth. That's what I think that you need to say. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Guru. Fantastic. All right. So thank you very much. And whatever you said is exactly those are the skills will be being assessed during the GD. Let me also give some points. Verbal communication is all about, now what I am doing is that I'm just speaking, and that is verbal communication. Now, to talk about verbal communication, one of the main thing which you need to follow during the group discussion is that do not be too fast, do not be too slow. Your communication should be in a captivative manner. So what is captivative manner? Captivative manner in the sense, the person who is listening, they should be in a position to understand your intended meaning. So I repeat, when you are speaking, I am listening, and exactly the meaning I just understood. This is a different way of listening. I'm just introducing another thing. It is active listening. What is active listening is that when the speaker is speaking, even the emotional part also you should understand, right? That is very important. For example, I will give one scenario. When you ask someone that, hi, how are you? People will say that, yeah, I am fine. Now, some people, when you ask, hi, how are you? They will say, yeah, I am fine. Now, look at that, their facial expression and the way they are saying, which means that really they are not fine. Something is happening in their mind. There may be some stress, or something would have happened in their family, or personally, any problems would have happened. Now, look at that. I am fine is a reply. You understand that, you listen, and you understand that, yes, he is fine. That is, you are listening. Now, active listening is that though he is saying he is fine, but he is actually not fine, he has some problem. If you understand even the feeling, that is called active listening. Now, whenever you speak, use your emotions, feelings, body language, facial expression. When you try and communicate that, you will become a wonderful speaker. And I'm sure that you might have seen so many YouTube shots of people who are speaking in TEDx or any open forum. You can speak. You might have noticed that when you scroll up or down, sometimes you just get involved in some of the speakers, because the way they speak, their verbal communication, their facial expression, their gesture, posture, body language, everything, connectivity, you get impressed, right? And I'm sure that everyone, the people who are attending here, you will be having your own, favorite personalities, speakers, right? You tend to see and listen to them. The reason is that you get attracted towards this verbal communication. Not only that, the next one is non-verbal. Now, what is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication is all about your body language, facial expression, right? The way you sit, during the group discussion, that also people used to sense, right? And some people during the group discussion, what happens is that they will bend down, right? And they will thinking something. And sometimes what happen, people will look at the walls corner. In the walls corner, what will be there? Only spiders will be there. Now all the human beings are sitting here, you are not giving attention, but you are giving attention to spiders, tube light, fan. So people will think that this also being assessed during the group discussion. And some people have the what is that behavior or tendency that once they give the point, their point, after that they just take their mobile, or they will do something thinking that my part is over, my point is over, so let me just do all those things, right? So now all those things should not happen. Now during that 20 minutes, your body language playing a vital role. And do not think that the assessor or the moderator or the HR person is only taking down your points. They will assess how you are sitting, what you are doing, and whether you are listening when others are speaking. That's very important. Those things will be observed. That will give a message to the moderator or the HR person that this person is apt to work in my team, right? Otherwise, what will happen? You give your point and all other people are listening, and when others are speaking, if you are not listening, it shows that you are not concerned or care about others point of view. Now there comes, you do not have listening capacity. That's what people will do. And whenever I go to the college, I majorly focus on the body language of the people, right? Body language is, even it talks about your gestures, postures means positioning of the body, right? Do not sit like this, like don't stretch like this, right? Or sometimes don't lean towards like this is also not a good body language. Now what will be the good body language is that your spinal cord should be in a 90-degree, erect your body position like that, right? That is very important. So having said that, don't be like this as if you are standing in the Jammu and Kashmir border. No, not required that. So please maintain that professional body posture. Now, people may ask that, sir, during the group discussion, shall I, do the cross legging? So, which cross leg is tense, you just put your one of your leg on the another leg. That is one thing, one question. Second thing is that after you put also on the leg, and the foot, will keep on shaking. And sometimes what will happen, the next person who is sitting, he will be wearing sandal color pant, and you will just doing a brushing work there, and it also looks very awkward. So my sincere suggestions to you is that control your body language for 20 minutes. That's very important. So do not do the crossing your legs, and then don't keep shaking your foot, like how the fish is swimming in the water. Do not do that. So that actually gives a different meaning. So that's one thing, right? So when you are casually interacting with your people or anything, you are apart from the GD or any forum, you are going for a workshop and then you are listening. That time, you are free to do all those things, because you are going to attend 2 hours, 1 hour to 2 hours session. It's not possible that you can maintain your posture like that. But during this group discussion, 20 minutes, please pay attention. That's very important. Facial expression playing a vital role, and this all these points comes under non-verbal communication. Now whenever you give a point, be very confident and then look at the people. And during the group discussion, probably 12 people will be there, this side 6 and this side 6. Look at each person's eyes and then you speak. Now what happens is that you will be having your close friend who will be sitting opposite, and then you keep on looking at him and you keep speaking. Now what will happen is that your eye contact is missing, and this is one point. So give eye contact to the opposite team, and also you can see your team as well, and you can see once the moderator in the sense who is conducting the GD. Some people have the tendency that only looking at the moderator and speaking. So actually group discussion is happening between the group, not for the people who are conducting. Just give one glance and then you look at here and look at here. That is a good thing. Now, having said that, don't go with 1, 2, 3 order. Now, people who are sitting, so first you see, second you see the second person, third, three, fourth, fifth. Now, this gives like dramatically you are doing. So obviously we are actually going to do it in a practice manner, but do not do in the way like going one by one and then coming this one. Your eye contact, others should not judge. Now look at that. Probably, assume that in front of me some 12 people are sitting. Now I'm starting with the first person. I'm just giving a point one, second person, third, fourth, fifth. No, your eye contact should be like the people should not judge that when you are going to see them. I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? So the people now, when I'm speaking with the first person, suddenly I need to look at the fourth person. So I hope you understand my point, right? So that is what you need to keep sparingly do that. Now, when you do that, everyone will be looking at you and they will listen to you. Now, this is called leadership qualities. Now, when you see some of the good speakers, they use their eyes extremely well, and all the people will be very much alert. They will think that, oh my God, this person, when he is going to see me, you are not allowing other person to become very relaxed, right? That is what, give the eye contact sparingly, right? So we used to say very humorously, like, how an effective eye contact should be like when you take the salt. I'm sure that some of you will be interested in the cooking. So when you take salt and you are not dropping the salt like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you are doing, you take the salt and then you do like this, right? So it's an irregular way, right? That is what your eye contact should be there. Look at that, look at here, and then look at that. Now, when you do that, it shows that you have a very good command through your eyes. That's what very important. So facial expression. Now, when you say during the group discussion, suppose if you are using a word, let's say that I'm proud to say this. Now, when you say that I am proud to say this, look at the body language. Proud is what? You feel very happy, right? When you say that, look at that shoulder and chest expansion and the hand body language. I feel very proud. Now look at this. You give emphasize to the word proud. At the same way, if someone is speaking like this, right? I feel very proud. Now look at that. There is no connectivity. Now when someone is leaning towards that and having hand like this, and there is no stress pass intonation in the word proud, you give soul, you give liveliness to the words. I feel very proud. Look at this and look at this. I feel very proud. This actually makes you to connect with each and every one, right? So each and every words which you are using during the group discussion, you need to use intonations. Intonations means ups and downs. Here I would like to give another example. I think probably you might have seen the ECG report, right? Have everyone seen that ECG report? How an ECG report will be? Ups will be there, down will be there, ups, downs will be there, the graphs. Now when you speak, it should be like this. Some people will start with the high tone and they will keep continuing in the high tone. First 5 seconds people will listen to you. After that the people will get bored, or your sound, your noise will not be captivative. They will be disconnected with you. So I think probably you might have come across some of the people who start speaking that, good morning everyone, today is a great day, I would like to conduct this one. Now when I speak in the same way for next 20 minutes, obviously there will be a disconnect. And do not be too slow as well. Some people, even when they are using the mic also, the voice will not be audible. Sometimes I even wonder that when someone is speaking, I think that whether the person will hear his own voice or not. That much level they will speak very slowly. So voice playing a vital role, and intonation, stress, pause, right, ups and downs. You need to play with the words. Give that quote. So whatever you want to give for that particular word, each and every word you are uttering is playing a vital role, right? And your body language, facial expression, eyes, everything. That's about non-verbal communication. And then decision making skills, it's very important during the group discussion. Suppose if they give an example that women's safety in India, it's a topic, or sometimes they say that education to everyone in India, or people says that another topic, the current topic is COVID. Has it been handled in a proper way or not? Where went wrong, the public side or the government side? Now this is also topic. Now when you receive this kind of topic, your decision making skills playing a vital role, which one you are assigned and what way you are going to conclude, that is called decision making, right? And within the 20 minutes you should be in a position to express all of your points with the facts and evidence. Thereby people will understand that okay, you are a very he is a very good decision maker, she is a very good decision maker, right? Making decisions at the right time, that is called decision making. And decision making skills is one of the major skills in 2020 to 2030. So a couple of weeks before, I was just having a glance of LinkedIn. There I noticed that one of the major skill which 50% of the people are having young generation decision making skill. But shocking thing is that remaining 50% of the people are not so good in decision making. So decision making is that you should have a clear thought, and if you do not have knowledge on that, I'm not talking about this group discussion perspective, I'm talking about in general perspective. If you are unable to come to a conclusion, if you are unable to do a decision, please understand what is the problem. If you do not understand that, try and get the information. You yourself try and gather the information or connect with the people, get the information. Same kind of issues as it happened in the past, how it has been handled successfully. Some points you can take with your own thoughts, you do it. Probably, when you start practicing decision making 1 or 2 times, you may fail. But once you get failed, understand that what went wrong. And once you understand that, your next decision making will be perfect. And that's how, you move towards perfect. Now coming to the perspective of group discussion, decision making, solidly you can project your point. Based on the three things, I would like to conclude that major accidents are happening in India. That is because of point number one, this point number two, point number three. Now look at that. When you talk in this manner, this is called decision making. And obviously team skills. And team skills, I gave a tips and techniques to you. Please use your, that is called power of body language. Use your body language, connect with each and everyone. That's very important. So during the group discussion, let's say that 6 people here, 6 people here, all the remaining except you, all the 11 plus 1 or 2 people, the moderator, everyone, you should give the eye contact and understand, listen, nod your head. When someone is speaking, just nod your head and listen, pay full attention. Now this and all, it gives the message that your team skills are very good. And comes a very, very important thing, analytical skill. Though you are using all those things, it attract the people. Yeah, it's like that, first impression is the best impression, right? All those things will give a impression, but main point is that you should speak with analytical thinking is very important. The points which you are sharing, that has to be factually correct, that actually gives solution for the problem, for the topic, and that is what it's called analytical thinking. Immediately once you receive the topic, just think that this topic is connected with what point I can do. So within 10 to 20 seconds you should frame your answers. That's very important. Now these are the, apart from that, still so many skills are being assessed. Now what I'm talking is that majorly these are the topics are being assessed, right? All right, any questions or doubt at this moment? And I would be happy to hear from you as well. Fantastic clarity in our speech, that's very important. Yes, excellent, Guru. Now clarity in the speech, where it will fit? Verbal communication, it will fit. Sometimes, when the people are speaking, we will not be understanding that what he is trying to speak. After he is speaking for 20 minutes also, you will not understand what he is trying to, even though you pay active listening, you will not understand what the speaker is actually speaking. Then there is a problem with the speaker. There is no clarity in the communication. And probably some, many of us would have watched many movies. Some of the movies we go and sit for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, we will not understand what the movie is trying to say. Sometimes, the movie started with one angle and then it went to another angle and then finally end up in a different manner. So obviously, the connection is missed. So clarity is very important. I appreciate you, Guru. That's a fantastic reply. Let me also check any other replies that come. All right, so Hemachandran Yanavel asked one question that, sir, how to increase our communication skill? That's a fantastic question. Increasing your communication skill. So, usually in India, even in abroad, group discussion, the common language is majorly, I'm talking about, people are conducting in English. So English has been accepted in the world. With 50% of the populations are, world are accepting English as a common language. But even if you go to other countries like China, Germany, and other countries, they do conduct in their own languages. That's a different perspective. Now here, sometimes based upon the recruiter, people will say that, okay, can you please interact in your regional language or in your own mother tongue. Sometimes it happens. Even I do conducted this kind of thing, because I noticed that one person in the group, he was very silent. So I was asking that, why are you so silent? Do you understand the topic? Then he said that I understood the topic well, but I am unable to express in English. So I just asked that, can you please express what is the language you speak? He said his mother tongue, and I said that, can you please explain in mother tongue? Beautifully explained, and the points which he has given, it's outstanding. Now look at that, he is having analytical thinking. The point number 5, I hope you can see the screen, right? Point number 5, analytical thinking. He has analytical thinking, and of course decision making is beautiful. Non-verbal communication is fantastic. Only thing is that verbal communication in English, verbal communication is in his own communication language is beautiful, right? So this will happen very rarely. The recruiter or the moderator or the person who is conducting GD, finally last 5 minutes he will say that, based upon the region where it is happening, based upon the state, he will say that, okay, another 5 minutes I will give you time so you can interact in local language. Now they want to say that whether the person is really having some analytical thinking or not, that can be assessed during when you allow the other person to speak his own or her own mother tongue, right? Now coming to your point, how to increase communication skill? Actually, increasing communication skill is actually speaking, is 6 months to 1 year of hard work is required. It's not that when we attend a training for 3 hours of communication skills and then we become a wonderful communicator or a wonderful speaker. No, it's not possible. Obviously, the 3 hours of training session may give you some tricks and techniques. That tricks and techniques, if you follow for next 6 months to 1 year, you will become a wonderful communicator. Now, let me give some tips for all of us to improve our communication. Is that please follow the news. Probably, if you belong to any state, you just hear the news from your own language and then move on to the English news channels. Now, when the news readers are speaking, look at their body language, the way they are, using the words ups and downs, meaning, understand the meaning, and what way it has been framed in English. And that is one thing. Second thing is that you need to keep 5 words per day. I think right from our schooling it has happened, right? The teachers, English teacher, professor, they used to say, please put a separate note, and then every day you need to write 5 vocabulary new words and the meaning of that, and you try and use those words. So actually, It is at the elementary level, but it is helping a lot for the people who are trying to develop your communication skills. Every day 5 words. Now what happens at the end of the month, 30th day, 150 words will be there. 150 words, write the meaning as well. Now all the 150 words at the end of the month, you should be in a position to, without seeing that, you should say all the 150 words with meaning. Now how to remember that? First day when you are reading the first 5 words, remember, and then write it yourself, recollect it, just give some repeated reminders. Next day when you write 5 more words, then you need to be write one more self assessment, all the 10 words. Third day all the 15. Now when you follow those things, end of the month 150 words will be there. Now 150 into 6 months, what is the calculation? Probably what is this, 900 to 1000 words will be there. Now look at that, within 6 months 900 to 1000 words you know with meaning. And then if you start using that, your vocabulary skills, your verbal communication, obviously you don't want to search. Now what is happening when you are speaking? Most of the time people are thinking in their own language, and then they are converting it in English. They are taking some words. Now sometimes when the people are speaking, there will be a sudden pause. Speaker will suddenly stop. He will be thinking that what is that word. He will say like this, okay, I wanted to say something, suddenly the word is not hitting me, so like give me some minute. He will think. Now why he is thinking? Because he is just finding that appropriate word. Now when you start doing this 5 words per day, that 1000 words target for 6 months, and so many vocabularies will be there, and suddenly you quickly you will get that. Now communication skill is that at the right time, without having any complete stoppage, the words should come, right? For that, basic thing is that vocabulary, and you should uh, make yourself strong in grammar, whatever the language it may be, right? Grammar is the basic thing. And it talks about the present tense, future tense, and past tense, past participles, all those things, basics, right? And one more beautiful tips which I actually followed it. Probably you might be watching so many movies or some web series or any incidents. Try and write it in the language which you want to express, probably English or any other language. Draft that entire thing. For example, 2.5 hours of a movie, you just watched it, you understand the story. Now how the movie has started, right? How the hero has been introduced, how the heroine has been introduced, how the villain is entering. Now what is the main problem in that movie, means during that movie, in that movie what is the problem happening, how the problem has been solved, everything you start writing it. It will go more than 10 to 15 pages. Now when you write it, obviously the vocabulary, the words will getting increased. And after you write it, you start reading. And the next level is what we have one tool which will make you like a master, that is our own cell phone is like a mentor to you. Recording is there, just open the recording and then you start narrating a movie. Or if you are not into movies, you just start narrating any sports, or recently happened anything 2020 or IPL, whatever it may be, or any football matches. And whatever the thing which you are interested, start speaking using the recording. And for just 5 minutes you just speak. Now after that, pause it, and then you hear it, what way you are speaking, whether you are while speaking. Sometimes people use the repeated words, right? Like so I would like to say one thing, so all of you need to. So now look at that, while I am speaking I used 5 times so words. Some people will ask that use the word right, and probably you might also watch what kind of words I am using repeatedly. This is actually, it has become an inherent quality, but consciously we need to remove those things. This is called a redundancy. Redundancy means using the same word repeatedly. Now every day do one recording, and at the end you will have 30, end of the month 30 recordings will be there. Now your first recording will not be like that of your 30th recording, because every time you need to understand what went well, what could have done better. Two kind of analysis is very important. I repeat, what went well during that 5 minutes of speech, please follow that. What could have done better, work on it. Second video or audio, improvise this. Now, this is the way. If you follow all those things, I'm sure that your verbal communication will be improved. And I hope that Hemachandran Yanavel, it gives some idea to you. But having said that, there are several other tricks, techniques are available in YouTube's, all those things, right? And what I said is that if you consciously use it, you don't want anyone's help. Sitting at your home, just close the door and you do all those things: video recording, audio recording, watch it, all those things, right? All right, thank you for asking this question, because your question actually gives way forward for the rest of the people. Moving on to the next slide. Yes, we are going to discuss about do's during the GD, and here I would like to see your replies. Yes, your time starts now. Next, within 20 seconds, I would like to see the answer from you. Yes, Hemachandran, Yuvraj, Yoshua, Nandini, Niveta, Guru, can you please quickly, Kavitanjali, Gautam, can you please leave your answers? What do you think that these are the things can be done during the group discussion, sir? Do's. Okay, Guru says that please listen to others. That's a very, very important thing. And active listening is playing a vital. Now, what happens is that when you start listening to others, you can also take some of the point in that, right? So please listen, right? And Guru is also saying that give time to others to speak. That's very, very important. Don't monopolize the entire group discussion. Monopolize in the sense, sometimes people will try to dominate the entire group discussion, right? Only they will speak. When someone is trying to speak, also they will stop. No, no, let me complete. Let me complete. So do not dominate during the group discussion. Yes, Niveda says that maintain eye contact. That's fantastic. Yuva says that confidently share your opinion, no matter it is right or wrong. Great point, Yuva. Confident is very important. See, forget about whether you are right or wrong. The way you are portraying it is matters a lot, right? Satyan says that welcome counter arguments. That's very important. Yes, when the other person is saying that no, I oppose your comment, or some people will say that no, I guess that you are saying a wrong thing. No, I guess that you are giving factually your point is not correct. People will argue. So how to handle that, right? And Niveda says that initiate the conversation. Initiation is very, very important. Right. Satyan says that avoid time consuming informs, keep discussing on a track. That's fantastic. Keep crisp and clear. 20 seconds to 30 seconds take, not more than that, because the entire GD is only 20 minutes. First point, you just share 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Do not take 1 minute or 2 minutes. Now 20 seconds, 30 seconds, wait for others and then again step in, right? All right, Joshua says that be a good listener, that being a good speaker, that's very important. And Nivela said, don't rush the conversation. Yes. Gautam says that use your body language positively. Fantastic, Gautam. Great. All right, thank you very much. So I would like to add some of the points of what you said. Is that here we go. I hope you can see the screen, right? So the first point is that listen to the subject carefully. Topic is very, very important, right? I just remember that when I was conducting one group discussion, the topic which I gave is that euthanasia, whether euthanasia is good or bad. So I repeat, whether euthanasia is good or bad. Now the topic seems to be, some of the people may not know what is that euthanasia, and one person just he want to start, he just started with this angle that it ends with Asia, right? So he said that euthanasia is one of the famous game in Asian continent. And each and every country, what they need to do is that they actually support the youngsters in sports. Good amount of funds has to be allocated for this kind of Asian games. He started with that. Now, when he started that, all the other people started speaking sports and Asian country, and what way their country is spending amount for cultural activities. People are spending more amount for sports. They are giving less amount. So vice versa, this comment of comes now. If you look into the actual meaning of euthanasia, euthanasia is called mercy killing. Mercy killing in the sense when it's not in our country, some of the countries, like if you talk about Switzerland or other European countries, some of the countries, mercy killing concept is there. What is mercy killing is that when a person is bedridden and suffering from severe pain, who also decides that there is no one for him to take care, or he doesn't have any responsibility to do that. Obviously he has lived in this world for 70 years or 80 years, and he has decided to quit in the sense he just want to die with his own consent. For that, people will get the consent. After that, they will give some medications and he will die. This is called mercy killing. Now, the meaning of euthanasia is mercy killing. Now, where is mercy killing and where is Asian sports? Now, euthanasia, people will suddenly assume and start doing it. Now, the first point is that obviously whoever is going to initiate, it's a good thing only. It shows that leadership quality, right? You do not have any hesitation. Having said that, if you are not only if you understand the subject topic clearly, please start. If you are not understand the topic, please listen. Please don't open your mouth. Let other people start it. 2 3 people after starting it, and you should also use your thinking skills, whether the topic is clear or not. If you are not clear about the topic, and you assuming that you are sensing that the team is going somewhere wrong, like the classical example euthanasia, right? The moment you say that, excuse me sir, sorry for the interruption, I do not understand the topic, can you please give the meaning? Very you have all the rights to ask the moderator. Now the moment you ask this, obviously it's a good thing, because practically you are behaving. It's not possible that every human being will know all the topics, right? Now when so if I give one more topic, the topic, now let's say that you are the people who are going to do the GD and I am the moderator. I am giving one topic. Let's talk about pharmacodynamics. Yes, come on, can you start? Now when I say pharmacodynamics, who will understand? Only the people who studied about that, they will understand. Now when I say come on start, now good amount of silence will happen for next 5 minutes, and everyone should not wait that okay, let others start, I will do. Such being the case, show your leadership quality. You can say that sir, excuse me sir, you said you gave the topic pharmacodynamics. Sorry to say that I do not understand the topic. Can you please give me what is this all about? Now when you ask that, that itself shows that you have a leadership quality. I hope you got my point, right? All right, I see the raised hand. Thank you very much. So listen the subject carefully, and put down your thoughts on a paper, right? During the GD, you are allowed to take a paper and pen. Even the GD on the table, paper and pen will be there. Notepad will be there, pen will be there. You just start taking the note. Once you hear listen to the topic, start making the note by points wise. Don't start writing the essays or paragraph. Just make some points, 1 2 3 4 5. These points I'm going to speak. First point I will speak. After that, I will listen to everyone. Then I will speak the second point. You just make a tick. Now, when others are speaking, you can also take a notes in this. When others are speaking, when you are listening, from their words, you can frame some of your points, right? So please listen carefully. No, one more challenge will be there. Some of the very strict recruiters, HR people, they will say that no, notes and pens are not allowed, because they want one more level. They are going high. They just want to check how your presence of mind is, what way you are using your liveliness. So that happens, right? So you be prepared. If notes and pens are there, you can use it. If not, from your mind, you just frame it. Okay, let me talk about the first point is this, second point this, third one this. Like that, you need to frame. Right now, initiate the discussion. if you know the subject well, right, and listen to others, that also we covered. Support your point with some facts and figures. That's very important. Now, when you speak, like very important thing, I would like to tell you that 2 weeks before in Hindu newspaper, in the fourth page, I still remember that there was an article which clearly talks about the COVID virus spread, how it has happened. They said three things. Number one, number two, number three. Now look at that. What did I do? I just made you to listen. Now, the moment I say that 2 weeks before, right? Hindu newspaper, fourth page, article, coronavirus. Now look at that. All those things are, I'm making you to go back to the 2 weeks before. And then I'm using the Hindu. Now I'm talking about all those things. This is called, speaking about facts and evidence. Now, 3 days before, I think probably you might have watched the news in the BBC news in Australia, exactly at 8 o'clock in the night. Now, look at that. When I start speaking it, everyone will listen. Now, what is it exactly happened? That is different scenario. Now, when I say BBC, 3 days before BBC, exactly at 8 o'clock, whatever I'm saying, I'm just giving an example to you. This is the way that you make other people to listen to you, and please try and give facts and evidence, right? 83,350 people are already, now look at that. The moment I say 83,535 people means I'm just talking about facts, evidence. Suddenly the people will listen to you. Now use numbers, facts, evidence, very, very important. When you use this, people suddenly, every people will be thinking something. When you use the points, numbers, suddenly the people will listen to you. And facts and evidence also shows that you people are regularly reading the newspaper, you are getting updated, right? And every contribution should be 25 to 30 seconds only. Do not stretch more than 30 seconds every point I'm saying. And in the entire group discussion, you speak, you give chance to others. Like that, if you do it for 5 times, I'm sure that you will be selected, right? Do not think that first point I give and then I will let me be silent. No, at least 5 times you need to speak. Use that 25 seconds or 30 seconds, like that. All right, to quickly discuss about don'ts. Can I get your answers in the chat panel? So far what we discussed is do's, and now don'ts, sir. Definitely we should not do this. What is that? Yeah, I take Niveda's answer as well, because she already shared the don'ts part. Don't rush the conversation. That's very important. Don't rush means don't be too fast, and then some people will not even allow others to speak. Yes, Omaji Nika, I can see that you raised your hand. So can you please leave your message in the chat panel or Q&A panel? That's a fantastic, Suraj Shaurashya. Do not take it as a debate. Debate is different. Group discussion is different. Excellent point, Suraj. Debate, I think that every day night 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, if you switch on the TV news channels, you can see good amount of debate happening. People will shout each other. Sometimes, they will stand up and shout. They will raise their hand. They will point their fingers in front of others' face. All those things happen during the debate. Debate is different. Group discussion is different. Right. So I would like to add points and don'ts. Don't start for the sake of starting. So sometimes people understood that group discussion, whoever is starting first, they will be 100% selected. They will be selected provided if you are in line with the topic. If the topic is somewhere in the south and you are talking in the north, it's no way connected. So do not start if you are not sure about the content, right? And don't speak randomly without a plan or structure. That's very important. Plan and structure playing a vital role. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will have to frame yourself like that. Sometimes, people will speak differently, sparingly, like randomly they will speak. There will be no connectivity in that. Very important thing is that don't be arrogant, over aggressive or vain. I have also noticed that some of the students, they become very arrogant, right? So group discussion is a discussion, sharing the views. You are listening and you are speaking. That's it. It's not like a debate, or it's not like any fight or happening. It's not any boxing or the WWF. So many group discussions, I have noticed that people started fighting also. So, like I would like to give one point is that I was talking about one topic that accidents are happening because the major fault is because of the public side or the government side, and people are started speaking, and suddenly one person has raised, and he said that he pointed the other person and he said, you yourself not wearing a helmet. When you are coming to the college, are you wearing helmet? And how come you are speaking that the mistake is lies from government side? Now look at that. He directly pointed him, and then he took his personal thing and started speaking very aggressively. Those personalizing point and then showing your finger in front of others' face, pointing out, all those things comes under aggressive, arrogant, or vain. Right? Do not do that. Right? Always maintain a professional body language. Right? Don't show lack of attention or energy. That's actually lack of attention is that you share your point and then you just turn like this, and people are discussing, you just turn and looking at the AC or fan the corner, and then you are looking down. All those things you should not do, right? Pay attention, that's very important. And energy level, though you have sometimes you have skipped your breakfast, and do not express it like this, or don't do like this. Maintain that body language for at least 20 minutes, right? Don't look at any the particular person in the discussion. That's very important. Sometimes people will look only a particular person and then they start speaking, so do not do that. And don't condemn or severely criticize anyone's point, right? You can say that, Yuvraj, I would like to give my point in another perspective. Now look at that. Actually, I'm saying that Yuvraj, what you said is wrong. I'm going to say. Now look at the words sentence formation I use. Yuvraj, I would like to give another perspective. Sometimes you can use these kind of sentences that I would like to add few points which is actually going to differ from what you said. Now look at very magnanimously you are saying that. Now suddenly if you say that, Niveda, what you said is wrong, it's absolutely wrong. Now all those things is directly you are attacking. Don't condemn, severely criticizing, it's not. Don't do that. I would like to, I beg to differ your point, Gautam. Now look at that, I beg to differ. All those things are beautiful words. People will not get hurt or offend, right? That's very important. So sentence formation, the way you speak is very important, right? All right, let's, due to time constraint, I quickly move on to the purpose of the GD. Obviously, we discussed this initiation. It shows the leadership quality. Awareness, how well you are aware about the current world. That's very important, right? And for that, regular news reading and social media, whatever messages, read the messages and understand what is that factual things you need to find out through newspapers and some good quality channels, right? And assertiveness, meaning of assertiveness, ability for you to express your views boldly without having any hesitation or fear. Listening, we discussed leadership qualities. Now, when you speak and when you give space to others, that is actually a leadership qualities. And using your body language is a leadership quality, right? Now, let me give one scenario. In a group, one person only is speaking, no one is speaking, 11 people are not speaking, right? Now you can use your leadership quality. Don't take that platform as that only you will speak throughout 20 minutes. You can say that, I think that I shared many points. Would you like to share some point? Can you please share some point? What about you? Can you please share some point? What about you? When I say that, it's called leadership quality, which gives the message to the moderator or the HR person that this person is having a wonderful leadership quality. Though he has completed his points, he is making others to participate. This is one of the example. Reasoning is how factually you are speaking, analytical, critical thinking, and obviously communication playing a vital role. All right, quickly I'm going to give some approaches. If you follow this, I'm sure that whoever is going to conduct group discussion, you will be the winner. Right, let's discuss about the first approach is spelt approach, SPELT. Please make a note of it. This is one of the best method, I can say. Spelt approach is social, political, economical, legal, and technological, right? And what is that? So whenever you receive a topic, you, if you want to gather some points, use the spelt approach. For example, let me take the same example. In India, accidents are happening, right? Accidents are happening because of whom? Public or government? When these things comes, you can use the spelt approach. First thing is that social. Social means who? People, public. So through public side, what are the mistakes? People are not wearing helmet. People are not using the seat belt, right? People are not trained. All those things for driving. All those things from social perspective you can mention. Political side, you can mention, you know, good quality of roads. Economical, some, not that all the 5 points will fit into one topic, at least some 3 points will fit. Legal, you can talk about signals are not proper, some of the areas signal needs to be there, right? And technological, you can say that sometimes, you know, you can take some countries example. In Singapore, the number of accidents while comparing to their population is 30 percentage lesser than what is happening in India. So which means that they are using this technology. Now this is the way you can use spelt approach, right? So whenever you receive a topic, spelt approach, at least you will get some 3 points. In a group discussion, if you get 5 or 6 points, and then if you can speak 6 times in a group discussion, that itself is enough, right? Now the second approach is stakeholder approach. Now I'm sure that you might have understood who are the shareholders and stakeholders. Stakeholders means who are all the people involved in that process or topic. I just gave one example. I hope you can see the screen, right? Right. Now look at that one company perspective. I'm talking about. Thank you very much for the confirmation. Um one example is that company external and internal stakeholders. Who are all and internal stakeholders? Employees, managers, owners are the left hand side. They are all the internal people. External clients, suppliers, government, society, creditors, shareholders, customers, everyone are external. Now same thing you apply it any topic. So let me give the same example. In India, accidents are happening because of whom? So in India, accidents are more. These are the topic you are receiving. Now use the stakeholder approach. Who are all involving in accidents on the road? Now road has to be properly maintained. So who are all involved? Government, and even, you know, you can talk about National Highways Authority of India. You can talk about even RTOs, right? RTOs, you know, you can talk proper training, proper validation should be done. And you can also talk about even, you can even talk about the liquor shops which are available on the roads. People are, you know, taking the liquor and then they are riding. So whose fault is that? So all those things, who are all the involved? Now sometimes, you know, in the heavy traffic, some of the people who sells certain things, obviously they are selling fruits, vegetables, some toys, they are selling for their family food purpose, nothing wrong in that. But obviously there should be a separate place, at least, you know, from the roadside proper barricade should be there. So you can even talk about those people. They are called hawkers. Hawkers means the people who are selling on the road. Even during the heavy traffic signal, someone will knock the door. Sometimes it's happening, knock the door, and then they are saying that, can you please buy this, that, all those things. Nothing, you know, they for their food they are struggling that, but it has to be streamlined. Now what happens is that because they are crossing, crisscrossing happening, suddenly accidents are happening. Now look at that, how many people I spoke. Public I spoke, pillion rider I spoke, they also should wear helmet, seat belt, traffic signal I spoke, all those things. It's a stakeholder approach. Now, another thing is that step in and step out process. What is step in and step out process is that already I discussed. Do not take 20 seconds to 30 seconds in one point. You contribute and then you just listen to others. Whoever is speaking, pay full attention, and while looking at their eyes, nodding your head, you just make notes and then look at others who are speaking. When there is during the group discussion, obviously 3 to 5 seconds silence will be there. That silence is the right time for you to park your car. That 5 seconds wait, and then you say that, okay, fine. Let me share my one more point. This is what I'm trying to say. Now, after that, you just listen to others, take points. This is called step in. Step in the sense you just share one point and then you relax. Relax in the sense you listen to others, and then again step in. This is how you need to do it for 5 to 6 times, and ensure that you give 5 to 7 solid points. And even in that 5 to 7 points, ensure that at least 3 points, three of your conversation carries facts, evidence, statistical data. These are very important. The moment you start speaking like this, people will interestingly listen to you, and obviously you will impress the HR person or the recruiter or the moderator or whoever conducts the group discussion. So, three things we discussed approach. One is the spelt approach. Spelt approach is what? Social, political, economical, legal, and technological. Second thing is stakeholders approach. Third thing is that step in and step out process. Right. All right. So there is actually a very short gap only. Failure to success is only one jump. Now, when that gap, where is the gap? How to jump? It's what we need to do that. So, having said all this, discussed all these points, certain. I'm just consolidated this slide rules for a successful GD. Active listening, it's very important when others are speaking, and when you are speaking, ensure that clarity is there on your speak. Challenge respectfully. Now, challenge respectfully is what? Suppose if you say that Niveda is sharing a point and say that, Niveda, I appreciate your point, but can you please give one evidence, one support, one evidence which will support your statement? Now, very respectfully, I am just challenging. Now, instead of that, if I say that, Niveda, what you said is 100% wrong, no evidence, nothing, no, you are wrong, now look at that, this and all is not a good way. Even when you challenge also, respectfully challenge, right? And critic ideas not the point. So I beg to differ your point, Yash. You can say that you are saying that I beg to differ your point. What is that? It I am just pointing out the idea, and if I use the word, you are wrong, you are wrong, absolutely you are wrong. Now when I say like this, I am pointing the person. Don't point out the person, point out the ideas. And always start, share your ideas, opinions with proper evidence, and build upon others comments. That's what I ask you to listen to others and avoid monopolizing. Monopoly means only, sometimes products, one product will be there in the market, there will be no competitors. During the group discussion, monopoly is that don't dominate, only you don't speak. That's what, step in and step out processes will be very, very useful. All right, so if you follow all the points, the do's, don'ts, what we discussed for the past 1.5 hours is that what is group discussion, what is the difference between group and team, and what are the purpose and what are the skills being assessed, and then do's and don'ts, and the approaches which we share, all the three things. Now, when you follow all those things, I'm sure that you will be selected in any kind of GD, whether the institute is conducting or university is conducting, or even corporate conducting or government sector is conducting, you will be the winner, and you will be 100% selected, provided if you consciously follow all those things. All right, so that's the end of the session. I hope some knowledge has been gone to your mind. If that happens, I will be the happiest person. So open for question and answer session. So I will give you 60 seconds time now. If you have any doubts, clarifications, queries, or if you would like to share your own points, please feel free to share. Use your chat panel and as well as Q&A panel. Yes, any doubts, question, Yuvraj, Kavitanjali, Guru, Niveta? All right, so Guru has asked that, sir, how to initiate a GD, right? So, very important, excellent question, Guru. Very important thing. It's not 100% mandatory that we should initiate the GD. If you understand the topic clearly, if you understand the GD topic clearly, then you can start. You can start the GD like that. Very simple. Do not say that respected moderator, respected HR person, and all the persons who are sitting in front of me, very good morning. No, just start with that. Good morning. Wishing you a wonderful day. The topic which I am supporting is accidents are happening. That is only because of public. So the first point which I would like to discuss is that people are not adhering to the rules and regulations. One of the classical example is that people are not wearing helmet. 60% of the people are not wearing the helmet. This has come in 2 days before into newspaper. This is my first point. Thank you. Open to you all. Now look at that. I just wished good morning to everyone. Wishing you a wonderful day. You just shared one point with fact evidence, and then everything happened within 20 seconds, right? 20 to 23 seconds. That's it. So this is the way you need to initiate. Yes, one more question. If a GD is going on like a debate, how to resolve it? That's another excellent question, Guru. You have all the rights to show your leadership qualities. You can say that, excuse me, team, I think that somewhere we are going off the track. So actually the topic is about accident in India, but you are talking about something differently. Shall we all start speaking in that, if you don't mind? This is the way you can speak very politely. But if you are you should be 100% sure that the team is actually deviating the topic. Now what is happening, if you do not pay active listening and then you are saying that what you are speaking is off the track and all the people will jump to you? No, 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 we are talking about technology, and technology is talking about the signal, and the signals are not properly, it's happening in some of the place. That's why we are on the track only. I think that you are somewhere off the track. People will suddenly, it's like in Diwali you are leaving the rocket, right? And sometimes the rocket goes and suddenly turns back to you. So sometimes it happens. Be 100% sure before you say that. Team, kind excuses. I think that you need to be very careful in that, right? All right, I just answered your second question. And for your third question, just a second. Having no speaker function from here, but the host I can speak. Thanks so much. Okay. Speaker function from here. Okay, I understand your concern. I guess this is Omeji Idika, right? I understand that your speaker function is not working. I also would like to hear from you, but unfortunately, it's not working from your end. From my end also, I can't do that. So I request you, can you please share your views in a point so that on behalf of you, I will share the points. Hope that is okay with you. Omeji, I hope. Shall we summarize the discussion if the GD can't reach a conclusion? Guru, excellent point. Now, if the GD is keep going, beating around the bush, now you have all the rights to say that if they are not reaching a conclusion, you can say that I would like to. I guess that we have reached the time, 20 minutes. I would like to rephrase, or I would like to reiterate, or I would like to conclude the GD. So far, we have supporting for accidents are happening. That is because of public, majorly because of 5 points. Our team group has expressed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can say your own points because it's happening. Everyone adds their own point, right? So very well you can do that, but only if the time has exceeded. That's it. Hemachandran will say that our point will be clear and correctly. That's a valid point. Thank you, Hemachandran, for you enjoyed, and thank you. You just expressed your views. I'm happy to see that. All right, so can we point out a particular person to speak next? Yeah, that should not do that because we are not the moderator. So you should not say that. Come on, you speak. Do not do that. That's a good question. But having said that, for more than 1 minute, if silent is happening, then you can don't point out that can you speak, but you can say that I think that for the past 60 seconds, good amount of silence is happening. So, anyone, would you like to share points because we are running short of time? Like that, we can say generally. Otherwise, if you pick someone, other people will think that you are favoring the particular person, or that particular person is very close to you, friend of you. Those things will come, right? So that's a good question, Guru. All right, so thank you very much, my dear participants, participants from various parts of India and even across the globe. I can say that good amount of participation. I can say that today's group discussion went extremely well. Very confidently, I can say that is only because of you, because the way you participated, your kind of reply, analytical thinking skills really excellent. And most of the replies what you gave, actually, I shown it in the next of my slide, which means that you are in line with the content. And I hope you really going to use the spelt approach, stakeholders approach, step in and step out process, do's, don'ts, all those things. And now that you also know that what kind of skills are being assessed, so sharpen those skills. Having said that, regularly, whether you like to hear news or whatever it may be, but you will have to listen to English news, local news, India news, world news. Regularly have the habit of reading the newspaper. Start reading the magazines. Start reading some of the storybooks, all those things which will increase your confident level, right? All right. So wishing you all the very best. Whatever the group discussion you are going to attend, my full uh, hearty wishes to you that you should be the successful person and winner of that. Share these knowledges to all of your people who have not attended. The moment you start sharing what you know, your knowledge will increase. It will not get decreased. That is the power of sharing knowledge. Wishing you all the very best for both your personal as well as professional life. Have a wonderful life ahead, right? Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. I request the host to close the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the wonderful session, sir. As we come to the end of our career development program on group discussion, do's and don'ts, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of you for joining us today. I would like to start by thanking our distinguished expert, Mr. Siva Subramanian, for taking the time to share his expertise and insight with us. Your presentation was engaging, informative, and thought provoking, and we all learn a great deal from your expertise and knowledge, sir. I would also like to thank all the participants who attend our event today. I hope the session is valuable to you. Finally, we would like to hear a feedback from your side. So your input is valuable to us and it will be helpful for us to improve our future sessions. We will be distributing feedback forms to your email. So please take a few moments to fill out the form. If you have any questions, please let us know in the feedback. Thank you all.